Fortnite wasn't just a game, it was everywhere. Millions of people played it every day, streamers became famous because of it, and it changed gaming forever. But if it was so successful, why do so many people say it's dead today? We're looking at the complete rise and fall of Fortnite. Part 1, the beginning. To understand Fortnite's rise, we have to go back to 2017. Believe it or not, Fortnite wasn't originally a battle royale game. Epic Games first released it as a co-op survival game called Save the World, where players fought zombies like creatures called Husk while building forts to survive. The game launched on July 25, 2017, but it didn't attract many players. Around the same time, battle royale games like PUBG were exploding in popularity. Seeing this trend, Epic Games made a huge decision. They created Fortnite Battle Royale, released on September 26, 2017. Fortnite Battle Royale was completely free-to-play, unlike most shooters. It combined fast-paced gunplay with a unique building mechanic that let players create walls, ramps, and forts in seconds. This made Fortnite stand out from every other game. On the market, at first, nobody knew just how big Fortnite would become, but within a few months, the game started spreading across YouTube, Twitch, and social media, setting the stage for one of the biggest gaming booms in history. Part 2, the rise after Fortnite Battle Royale launch. Everything changed very quickly. At first, it was just another free game people tried out, but what made it different was how fun, fast, and easy it was to play with friends. By early 2018, Fortnite was everywhere. Streamers on Twitch and YouTube were blowing up just by playing it. Big names like Ninja helped push the game into the mainstream. Turning Fortnite into more than just a game, it became a culture trend. Epic Games also kept the game fresh by constantly updating it. Every few weeks, there was something new weapons, new skins, map changes, and limited time events. This kept players coming back because the game never felt the same for long. The building mechanics also made Fortnite stand out. It wasn't just about shooting, it was about skill, speed, and creativity. Players who mastered building could completely dominate fights, which made the game exciting to watch and even more exciting to play. By mid to late 2018, Fortnite had became a global phenomenon. It wasn't just popular with gamers, it was part of pop culture. Schools talked about it, social media was full of it, and almost everyone knew what Fortnite was. This was the peak of its rise, and nobody knew it yet, but this would also the moment Fortnite would never fully surpass again. Part 3, the peak. By late 2018 into 2019, Fortnite had reached its absolute peak. This wasn't just a popular game anymore, it was a global event happening in real time. Millions of players were logging in every single day, and almost every major streamer or YouTuber had Fortnite content on their channel. One of the biggest moments was the Fortnite World Cup, where players competed for millions of dollars in prize money. It proved that Fortnite wasn't just entertainment, it had become a serious competitive esport with life-changing stakes. At the same time, Fortnite's live events were unlike anything gaming had ever seen. The map didn't just stay the same, it evolved. Players experienced massive in-game moments together, like rocket launches, tearing open the sky, giant cubes moving across the map, and entire locations being destroyed or transformed. Then came collaborations with push it even further. Fortnite started bringing in characters and celebrities from movies, music, and comics. The game turned into a virtual stage where anything could happen, including huge live concerts like the Travis Scott event, which pulled in millions of players at once. During this period, Fortnite wasn't just a game you played. It was something you watched, something you talked about, and something you couldn't avoid. Online, it had fully taken over gaming culture. But like all huge trends, the question eventually became, how long could it stay at the top? Part 4, the shift. What changed? After Fortnite's peak, things didn't just suddenly end, but the energy around the game slowly started to change. Epic Games kept updating Fortnite, but not every update was received the same way. The map kept evolving, mechanics changed, and new chapters brought big shifts to how the game felt. For some players, this kept things fresh, but for others, it started to feel like Fortnite wasn't the same game they originally fell in love with. At the game's time, other games started to rise. New Battle Royale titles and competitive games, players' different options, and the gaming community became more split instead of focused on one big trend like before. Even though Fortnite was still getting huge updates, collaborations, and events, the everyone is playing Fortnite era started to fade. It wasn't one big moment where Fortnite died, it was more of a slowly shift where attention moved somewhere else. Final thoughts. So did Fortnite actually die? Not really. Fortnite is still one of the biggest games in the world, still getting major updates and still played by millions of people. But what did change is its position in gaming culture. It went from being the only game everyone talked about to just one of many big games in the industry. And maybe that's the real story of Fortnite. It didn't truly fall. It just moved on from its peak because no game stays at the top forever.